At the top of the prelims, it's a true OG, Cub Swanson, taking on Daniel Pineda. Cub Swanson's coming off a beautiful performance against a heavily favored Chrome Gracie in a co-meet event slot that honestly was more so built for Chrome Gracie. But Cub Swanson, like the true veteran, came in, just put on an absolute levels test against the jiu-jitsu ace Chrome Gracie. He had lost 4 straight before that, though, so that was a huge, huge fight for Cub's career. Taking on Daniel Pineda in this one, who showed how tough he was in that last fight against Herbert Burns. He was truly gritty and wound up stopping a surging Burns in impressive fashion. And if you look at Daniel Pineda, he had the drug test failures, but it's 7 wins in a row for him. And he's 1-0 in the UFC. So this is another great opportunity for Pineda in a prelim headlining spot. So how do you see this one going? Cub Swanson versus Daniel Pineda.
I'm a big fan of Cub. I would love to say I'm going to pick him, but I just don't know if I can. Cub did have that great performance versus, Kron, but I feel like Kron was kind of a hype train. Yeah, he is next level jiu-jitsu. I mean, he is a Gracie, but he doesn't even have a stand-up game, and kind of Cub exposed that. And Cub is no joke. He's a vet. He's got skills on the ground, stand up, all of that. But I think Daniel the Pit is on another level, and he kind of showed that. How you were saying versus Burns, smashed him pretty good. And I would say, I don't think I'm worried about the Pit for a ground game. I mean, Burns is no joke on the ground. We've seen him and his brother absolute smash people, and I don't think Cub is on that level. So I think if it goes to the ground, the Pit is going to maul. I think standing up, it's going to be a hell of a fight, but I still think the Pit is still going to get it done, and I think it'll be a KO.
Yeah, he's pretty nasty on the feet. I mean, he's quick out there. He hits hard. So I think you might be onto something. Talk to me though about the Tapology numbers. If you take a look, about 63% with going with Cub and 37% to Pineda, who is the favorite. What are your thoughts on that? Why are we seeing the numbers like that?
Yeah, my guess is people didn't watch the Pit's last fight, or they just don't know who he is. He's coming from PFL. He's been mauling people, and I think people. Cub Swanson is a household name. He's been in the UFC. He's kind of like Cowboy Cerrone, not as well known, but people know him for for the years that he's been putting in his work at UFC. But I think Cub is definitely he's coming towards his last end of the straw, and I think this might be his farewell.
Yeah, love Cub Swanson. He's obviously no joke. He can beat a lot of dudes in the UFC still, and will always be that guy. I'm with you though. I'm going with Daniel Pineda in this one. And I even think at a minus 150, that might be a juicy meat value stake. So something to look at, perhaps. We're both going with we're both going with Daniel Pineda in this one. Check out the other vids, boys.